Hello Libra and welcome to your reading. Let's start your reading, Libra. Let's see what's happening with you. What are your energies? What are you experiencing? Let's begin your reading. We've already got one. So what is your um, currently you're experiencing the energies of the Hierophant, which is, divine knowledge, divine guidance. Maybe you've come across a spiritual teacher. Maybe you are interested in spiritual learning. Maybe you're just following, and doing things. For those of you who are not practicing spirituality, you might be just, doing things in a very laid down, traditional, conservative manner, just like, keeping things going, right? So this is your energy. Now let's see, what is crossing this energy. You have the Four of Swords, and it really makes you feel, pretty calm, and gives you a lot of peace of mind. So for those who have started with this spiritual journey, it gives you a lot of, peace of mind. It is sorting out a lot of troubles which you were probably having, stored in your head. And for those of you where you're not practicing spirituality, your day-to-day routine work, following the, done thing, following the repeating the pattern is something which is, giving you a lot of peace of mind and relaxing you, because you feel that, as long as I'm doing this, let me continue doing this. It all seems very good and it all feels very fine. I'm able to sleep well and my mind is not troubled by anything. And for those where the spiritual journey has started, or you have started practicing that is also giving you a lot of sleep as well as healing you in many ways. Let's take a look at these cards. Let's see what they are. So yeah, in the past, Libra, you were all experiencing a lot of stress, a lot of heaviness, and this was a path, which is let me see if you can see this, just a minute. And in, this is a path, which has been calling out to you, Libra. You did feel that this is something I need to do, whether it is you realize that I just need to follow a pattern which is going to just ease all my problems and it'll just take the worry off my head. I will just do this, and that is what has given you this result. And those of you where you followed a spiritual path, you knew this path was calling you. You knew this studies were important. And those of you who met a spiritual teacher, this is the person, you were meant to meet at this point in time. And what is crowning you? You have the Ace of Swords. With this entire thing is giving you a lot of clarity, in your mind. I mean, now what is coming up for you is you've got so much more focus. You've got so much more clarity. Your mind seems to have been, wiped clean of all the cobwebs, all the confusion, all the, here and there, and unnecessary stuff has been cut through. You see this cobweb over here, this mesh over here, the Ace of Swords has cut through all of that. The knots which were in your head, what was confusing you, all has been, and now in the time to come, you will see so much more clarity coming in your thought process, in your head. Your head is going to feel light and free. We've got the Justice card here, which is even more, and as this clarity comes for you, Libra, you will be able to see what you need and what you don't need. With the Justice card, a lot of your own thoughts are going to balance you. Your own thoughts will tell you what I need to do, what I don't need to do, what I need to, remove from my life, what I need to get into my life. So all of you were feeling that confusion of, what is to be done, what is not to be done. And those of you who followed the laid down path are getting the clarity. Those of you following the spiritual path are getting the clarity, regardless of the means. All of you have become very clear in your mind what you want and what you don't want, and what needs to be changed and revamped, in your life. A new sense of balance is also going to be coming into your life pretty soon, Libra. Now let's Alright, so we have the Ace of Wands over here, which talks of, renewed energy. That is what you all are feeling. A new energy seems to have been awakened in your body with the, all what you have been experiencing in the past. And we have, okay, so you have these, you are also expecting that, all your past unpleasantness, whatever, terrible situations were there in the past, you have that, you expect all this to clear up, all you're expecting to be now in a place where, what people say doesn't bother you, what people do doesn't bother you, how people respond to you doesn't bother you. And now you have that feeling that, yes, this tool I have, or this method which I have adopted, is helping me in overcoming what people have to say and tell me about myself. And you are experiencing a lot of growth, a lot of strength, sorry, and growth as well. Strength of character, strength of your and realizing the strength of your inner voice, your inner guidance, or strength of your routine. Whatever it is you're doing, you're doing it all right, Libra. And you see how much more strength you are getting in terms of dealing with things, and the strength required to bring about the necessary changes. What's your outcome? Six of Cups. You will see a renewed balance in your relationships, in your emotional well-being as well. I just feel that this was a phase which you have been experiencing, which taught you all this, which taught you the spiritual path, which taught you the importance and emphasis of routine, which taught you how you can get things done just by following something which you have been following for years. Maybe you took a break in between, but that break or that diversion taught you how what is important for you, how to bring back things on track, and how to bring back a certain past technique which has been working for you. So in a way it is going back to the past, but in a renewed manner, so that is what your reading is signifying. Let us see. You've got six of coins, yeah, six of pentacles, which is again a card of a new balance coming. So there has been going back to the past, but adopting that and working with that in a very new manner. Yeah, the Magician, absolutely. The Magician talks of creating magic with what you have been doing, but now that magical element is there in your life, which takes you back to what you used to do, but in a different manner, in a better manner, in a manner which has more clarity for you, in a manner which has where you don't feel burdened, right? Let's get some guidance for you, Libra. Okay. Embrace your freedom. That is what this card is telling you. So you're free of the limitations of the past, and now you're free to incorporate new elements into your life, into your routine, into whatever this reading has was telling you about. Right now there's a certain sense of freedom, there's a certain sense of liberation from what was not serving you, and now the freedom to adopt new techniques, new methods, anything new you would like to in whatever you have been doing. A new sense of balance, definitely. Okay, let us see what is this. Love and nurture your body. Right, so now that you're free of a lot of things, the unwanted things, Libra, you also have the time, energy, and the means to resources to look after yourself, right? And the more you do that, the more you come into your own power. Like of course health is also going to improve. You're going to be in a better frame of mind. You'll feel a lot happier and very, very comfortable with yourself. And this is something which I think which will put you a lot more at ease. Oops, we've already got some cards for you, but let's see. All right, you've got the World card. Definitely ending something and definitely beginning something. Queen of Swords, very clear about what you want. What is, I mean, it's a no nonsense approach now, Libra. It's absolutely a no nonsense approach to what is ending and what is beginning. You're planning things and looking things, your whole approach of planning too much, getting into too many details. You are putting an end to the small things which you always were, which always caused you the confusion, which always caused you that little cobweb to get created in your head. You're putting an end to that, and rather you're flowing with what really inspires you. You have transformed, Libra. You've transformed and changed this pattern of looking into minute details, of looking into the smaller aspects, where you are trying to fit everything together, where you're trying to get a balance in everything together. Now whatever you have learned in the past, and you're continuing to learn, you've realized that it is more about you've a new approach, a new perspective to how I do things and whatever I do. And once now you're ready to proceed and move forward at a greater speed with whatever you have been doing and whatever you're wanting to do. Okay, so now the time is over where you're busy planning too many things. So that change has come about in you with the Death card we have seen. That change has already come about, and now you know how to move forward quickly into this new direction which you have visualized for yourself, which you have created for yourself. Right, you're all set to go and good to go. take charge of the situation, Libra. That's all your reading is about, that now you're in full control, you've brought about the change, you know how to proceed with it. Now just take control of this entire thing and move quickly. So with that, I'll wrap up the reading, Libra, and thanks for watching.